This is a New York Post article, and the headline is King of Thailand isolates from coronavirus with 20 women. Did you happen to see this feat?
Yes, I did. And I think maybe you sent it to me. He's hardly isolated. Kind of makes me wonder why we all didn't do this. He has the right idea, yes. I think.
So it would be a lot more funny if this isn't just kind of sad, but it says Thailand's Playboy King has taken over a luxury German hotel to isolate for the coronavirus, along with a harem of 20 women, according to reports. Now, I'm not going to even try to pronounce the king's name. He's 67 years old. He reportedly booked the entire Grand Hotel Sona. Oh, I can't pronounce that either. But a Grand Hotel is in Germany. Sochenbichel. Oh, there we go. Sochenbichel. Thank you. With special permission to break the lockdown in the Alpine Resort. You know that one, Pete?
Garmisch-Partenkirchen.
Garmisch-Partenkirchen? The Independent said.
Partenkirchen, yeah.
Quoting German media. But rather than isolate, he moved in a harem of 20 concubines with a team of servants, the UK paper said, citing German tabloid Bild. The king, widely known as Rama X, or Rama the 10th, I suppose, planned an even bigger party, but 119 members of his entourage were forced to return to Thailand amid fears they had the potentially deadly bug, the report said. And it's not clear if his fourth wife, who's a former flight attendant, was even with him. Of course
she is.
So apparently he didn't even take his wife. Or we don't know if he took his wife.
Yeah. It was either a flight attendant or a cocktail waitress. Clearly he's very picky, only 24 women. He has 20 women with him in the hotel. Not his 4 wives, just 20 other very special ladies.
Concubines. The official term is concubines. But the hotel actually was given special permission to host the king and his entourage because, quote, the guests are a single homogenous group of people with no fluctuation, a spokesman for the local district council said, according to the report. I think this is a picture of the hotel, which does look very much like a palace. So if this is true, this is pretty bad, obviously. This is not necessarily a 100% hard news article. They do cite tabloid articles in this, but the King of Thailand doing this is actually pretty sad. That he would, if he did do this, if he did in fact do this, and is held up in a foreign country in the midst of a international crisis. So. Shame on the King of Thailand if this is true.
Abandoning his people in their time of need.
Yeah, there's some talk, in the midst of this that maybe Thailand won't be a monarchy much longer as a result of some of this, because I'm sure this is not going to help his popularity within the country, which is kind of a shame because in a lot of ways the Thai monarchy is actually a stabilizing force in that country because there's so much rivalry between the civilian government and the military. I mean, officially, I think Thailand is still under military rule, but there's a constant struggle there for democracy in that country. And the king is often seen as an arbiter between the politicians and the military. And I think the current king hasn't been doing a very good job of doing that. Of mediating, if you will.
I think he spends a lot of time arresting people who criticize him. That's mostly when I hear about him.
Yeah, I guess that could be true. I think he's a little bit of aloof. That he kind of just lets the military do what they want and isn't very very involved. At least that's the picture you get from this article for sure. That he's not very involved in the actual day-to-day running of his country. It's hard to do that from Germany,
I think he certainly found his daily distractions.